I wrote a trial script and sent it off to an agent, a big agent, who very kindly got me in and said, don't give up your day job and come back in a year. So I, of course, gave up my day job instantly. And I started doing free script reports for various film companies. Eventually got a job as a reader in single drama. And then read lots and lots of scripts, which I think really, really helps. And eventually reapplied to an agent and got an agent in that agency who was looking for new writers. And then my first TV break was on a show called London Bridge, which isn't on anymore. But it was a regional half-hour show. And it was just brilliant to learn on, actually. Some amazing writers. Actually, some of the actors became amazing writers in it. But within 2 weeks, you saw what you'd written be put on screen. And so you learn really quickly what made sense and what didn't. I had a writing day, then I had children. So my writing day, I think lots of people have this. Lots of writers either seem to naturally write really early in the morning or really late at night. And I was the early morning type. But I just can't beat my kids now. They're up. So I've been forced into set school hours. And it felt really unnatural at first. It's now working for me, finally. You have to be very strict with yourself. The main thing about a writing day is turn off the internet. It's as simple as that. It's just a horrendous distraction. So you have to be very strict with yourself, set your hours and turn off the internet. I don't think you can write all day for insane hours. I think there's 4 good writing hours in a day, really. So there's plenty of time for the internet later. Sugarish was made by a company called Shine. I was approached by Johnny Cap's wonderful producer, and he had this book by the infamous Julie Burchill. We went down and met her. She's extraordinary. I think she really is a genius, actually, an extraordinary character, really brilliant. But she was wonderful with another writer coming on to turn her show into a drama, because I remember getting this terrifying email from her. I sent her the first script, and she sent back this email where she listed everything I'd changed, which really was... we took the main characters from the book, basically, and changed the story completely. And this email went on and on. You scroll down this list of everything I changed. And then at the end, she just said, change what the bloody hell you want. I love it. But the way she held your suspense on this email, just thought, oh, she's going to kill me. But it was really fun. I thought the reason I could write the show, I've never been a wild child myself, is because I think Kim as a character has an essentially really innocent soul. And we've all felt what it's like to be a teenager. And for me, actually, it was the most exciting period of your life. And so it's to get the kind of horrors of it, but the absolute joy of it mixed into one, and the innocence. I think it's a really innocent time. I didn't want to be too savvy with it. From Darkness is, thanks to you guys at the Writersroom, I got asked on this really wonderful seminar that was being held down in Kent for a few days, where they got a bunch of some really great other writers, women writers, to come down for a few days and talk to us about writing crime drama. Which is interesting, because loads of women write crime novels. There didn't seem to be that many women writing crime drama at the time. And I think the idea was that there might be people might come at it from a different tack. So, previously to that, I hadn't been a fan of crime drama because I'm too much of a coward to watch a lot of it. I really hate violence on TV. I find it, especially after kids, really hard to deal with, and have to question why we watch it as entertainment a lot, and just feel a bit morally dubious about it all. And actually the idea for From Darkness came from that fear of violence and a fear of looking into things that are dark. And in the end, I loved writing crime drama. It's an amazing genre because you have to create this big, strong narrative plot, but then having that strength of plot behind you, it allows you to look at the minutiae of human life and really look into your characters' worlds in a way that you possibly don't have time to in other drama. For me, it's more finding roles for older women. I don't know, I'm 42. I don't consider myself old, but it's making sure that I think there are lots of roles for younger women, actually. It's making sure they're good roles still, but I think for older women, getting them on screen and, the kind of wizened old guy detective with lots of problems in his personal life, we've seen that a lot. You don't often see the female version of it. So that was why Claire Church appealed to me so much, the lead character from Darkness. I think there is still a fear of seeing older women on screen. I think that's probably from the industry more than from the public, actually. I think the public in general, there's a lot of women who watch TV who are delighted to see an older woman on their screen representing them. It's the idea that when you create a character for a group who haven't been represented as well as they should have been in drama in the past, there's a problem that people then think that this character you've created has to represent everybody from that group and has to be a strong, perfect version. And I think that's absolute nonsense. You have to create the best character for your show and the most interesting character. And of course, writing Claire Church, she doesn't represent all women. She represents Claire Church, an interesting version of many women, and you have to make the best character of the show. You don't carry this kind of moral responsibility to represent everyone within a group who hasn't been on TV enough. It's just right. Because it's so easy to, and we all do it, walk around having ideas in our head and not quite dare put pen to paper. I think you can be your harshest critic, just get it out, write it, and then don't edit continually as you go along. I wouldn't. I do always, and I think most writers start by drafting out a structure to your show and writing a really good, I write a really in-depth scene by scene actually before writing out any episode of a show. It helps. I mean, you don't have to stick to it doggedly once you're writing. And actually, once you've got that backbone, it's lovely because the characters and the world surprise you as you write. But you need to have that certainty before you start on the actual script. Watch shows that any show that you are really hooked by, start trying to watch the script on screen and read scripts. The Writersroom has an amazing library of scripts to read, and it's incredible. And the other thing, I had a really great tip years and years ago from brilliant producer Caroline Reynolds, who said, have fun with your stage directions. Set the scene, set the world, and the tone of the show, write the tone of the show into the prose of the stage directions. And it's true, it just makes a great read for a producer. I'm a complete Mad Men addict, and it's the only really long-running show where I've watched every single episode religiously and then rewatched episodes, and I think it's like a giant Edward Hopper painting. It's the saddest show. I love a bit of sadness. I think it's so heart-wrenchingly sad, and he's such an awfully sad character. I love it. And then Peggy Olsen, just wonderful. Following, him and Peggy, what a journey. So Mad Men. The other one, there'd be probably 2 films, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the most extraordinary screenwriting, just wonderful, and Some Like It Hot.